Good morning, Team 5 kiddos. Today we're going to be working on Lesson 10-6, three-dimensional figures. It's on page 560 of your textbook. Today we're going to be talking about three things. First of all, we're going to be talking about polyhedrons. And what is a polyhedron? We're going to be talking about prisms, and we're also going to be talking about pyramids. But before we get to them, we're going to actually learn about a couple other parts of each of them that will help you to identify what a prism is and what a pyramid is, right? First of all, a polyhedron is a three-dimensional shape. And the prefix poly means many, and a polyhedron has many flat surfaces, right? So it's a 3D shape. Polyhedron is 3D shape with flat surfaces, right? So you can see how it's all flat, this particular cube. Is this a polyhedron? No, it's not, because it doesn't have any flat shapes, right? How about this end? Ooh, Mr. K, what about that? Is that a polyhedron? No, because it is curved. It has curves. Anything with curves? All right, not a polyhedron. This is a cylinder, right? We know that. Cylinder is not a polyhedron. How about, let's try this one over here. Ooh, take a look at this. Is this a polyhedron? Well, it's definitely got a flat spot, but got some curve there. Not going to work for us today. Sorry. All right, you go play with your other round friends, which is okay. All right, this is a polyhedron meeting, and we'll talk about you guys later. You'll have your day in the sun. Now, let's take a look at this shape here. Flat, 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 flat. Yeah, polyhedron. You guessed it, right? So now that we know polyhedrons have all flat shapes, nothing round, let's talk about some of the characteristics of a polyhedron. Here we have a cube, and this cube, as you can see, has a flat surface, and that flat surface is called a face. And a cube has 6 sides, which means it has 6 faces. All of them are flat, right? No round things here. All right, so where one face meets another face, one face meets another face, it creates what's called an edge. And that's what the yellow tip represents, is the edge where 2 faces meet. Got it? All right. Now, the other thing that we can talk about is the vertex. The vertex is where the edges meet. They create a vertex. And if we talk about more than one vertex, right, those are called vertices. Vertices. So vertex is one. Vertices, right, is plural for vertex, right? So multiple vertices. And so today we're going to be identifying how many vertexes there are on a shape, and how many edges are on a shape, and how many faces a shape has. And these particular shapes will all be polyhedrons. Okay. Before we get to that, we're going to be talking about prisms. Now, a prism is pretty slick because it has what's called a base shape, and a base that is 180 degrees its opposite. So here's a square, and then its other side, its opposite side, is also a square. And in between are rectangles, right? And that's what makes it a prism, where you have a base, and then its direct opposite is exactly the same. So here we have a square, and in between are rectangles. Another example right here would be this triangular prism. Triangle is its base, direct opposite is triangle, and in between are rectangles. So its name is triangular prism because it has the rectangle. Triangular prism. All right, amping up our game. What shape is this? That's right, it's a hexagon. Hexagon base. We have some rectangles in between, and its direct opposite is a hexagon also. With rectangles in between, this makes it a hexagonal prism. Exactly. So hexagon on one side, hexagon on the other side, directly opposite, with rectangles in between. That's what makes it a prism. All right. So I know some of you are like, oh, Mr. K, this is so lame. I already know this. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm about to challenge you a little bit more there, sweet pea. Here we go. Now we're going to be talking about pyramids. And this is interesting because I've had kids numerous times tell me I never knew there was more than one kind of pyramid. Well, guess what? There are. And you're going to give them their names, right? So a pyramid has one base, and it has 3 or more triangle faces. So this particular pyramid has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has 4 triangle faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And pyramids get their names from their bases. So this particular one is a square. So this is what is known as a square pyramid, right? Square base, triangle, 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 triangle. So it is a square pyramid. If we take a look at this one, this triangle pyramid has a triangle on the base, and then it has all triangles for its faces, right? And of course, they all come to one nice pointy, pointy, pointy little vertex. So this one is a triangular pyramid, and this one is a square pyramid, right? And you can see their bases. And you can see how it's different than a triangular prism, right? They don't look the same. There you go. Yeah, anyways. So today, what we're going to be doing is taking a shape and looking at it and saying, okay, Mr. K talked to me about you before. I already know that you are a triangular pyramid, but how many faces do you have? Well, if we count them, 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom is 4. It has 4 faces, right? So I might just write that down on a piece of paper like this. I might write faces. And I'm sure you can't read that, but just know that that says faces. And I say there are 4. Okay. Next thing I want to do is count edges. The edges, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then it's 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 edges. Okay. And lastly, we're going to count vertexes or vertices. Vertices. I think I spelled that right. Well, math teacher, not a spelling teacher. And so we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looks like we got 4 vertices. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 vertices. And so we're done. We've analyzed that shape. We can tell you it has 4 faces, it has 6 edges, and it has 4 vertices. That, my friends, is done. Okay. Let's go with something a little bit easier this time. And let's use a cube, because we already know cube, right? Cube, we're going to write down faces. We're going to write edges. And we're going to write down vertices. And we're here to analyze. First of all, we know it's a polyhedron, has all flat shapes, right? Using our good math detective skills here, a flat polyhedron. The next thing we're going to take a look at is, can we name it? Yeah, we're going to call it a cube, because everyone knows it's a cube. Let's not make this hard, people. The next thing, We're going to count faces. Ugh, Mr. K, you already told us this one. Yeah, it's all right. Let's just prove it, though. There's 1 opposite 2, 3 opposite 4, 5 opposite 6. So we have 6 faces. Now we need to count up all the edges. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 edges. And how many vertices do we have then? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's 4 on this side, how many think are going to be on the other side? 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 vertices to me. Nice. So we've analyzed this polyhedron. We've given it its name of cube. We've said it has 6 faces, 8 edges, and 8 vertices. That, my friends, is how we do today's math lesson. Be a good math detective, and you will be successful. Now, take a look at what Mr. K posted for your homework, and have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, don't forget, you can email me, use your school Gmail account. Have a great rest of your day, stay out of trouble, and as always, be the math masters you are. Have a good day.